3 minutes.
That's no good. Don't let me do this to you, dude. Not on stream. Not on stream! Oh my god. See, that's why we like the SMGs right there. You just shreds them so you can get the melee. Hello everyone, I am Coolguy. Welcome back, and I hope that you're enjoying this week's Destiny 2 beta. Now in today's video, I'd like to talk about why you should have a submachine gun or sidearm on you in your loadout in PvP. Now the playstyle for Destiny has shifted. We have numerous options for our Guardians with a lot of customization to your own playstyle. You can run Scout hand cannon, Pulse rifle hand cannon, sidearm hand cannon, lots of variations. Now the beta meta is more of a Pulse rifle hand cannon game. Those two weapons are what seems to be the best, talking specifically about the Nightshade, Nurgle Pulse rifles, and the Manet hand cannon. Now the Nightshade goes in your kinetic category, the top category, while the Nurgle and Manet are in the energy slot. These are our main dueling weapons, and I found that in this game it's 100% about team shotting and position, and we're going to dive into that into a later date with a reduction of ability spam, and players are really forced to use their weapons a little bit more. Now the grenades and melees don't do the damage that we're used to. Yesterday I watched my friend get stuck by a grenade and then meleeed by the same player. Meanwhile, my friend just kept using his primary and 4-shot him. The game is a lot different. There are a lot of uses for running two sets of different weapons, again like a scout rifle hand cannon, because with that you have long range with the scout and then mid to short with the hand cannon. But I would like to talk to you about the SMG and sidearm, their role in a loadout. This is a beta and weapons will change by the time of launch. Kill times might change, abilities, charge rates, everything is subject to change, but I believe that the role that we're talking about today for the SMG and sidearm is going to stay the same regardless. Now this ties into how the game is played, how players play first-person shooters, and how our melees and abilities are different from Destiny 1. The grenades are a primer or a finisher, meaning that you can lead with them, and let's say the arc bolt does 90 to the Guardian, which it does 90, so you can soften up your enemy before the engagement, or you can use it as the finishing blow. Now the melees, however, definitely don't do a lot of damage. They're more of a finisher. A lot of players rush at you, they're going for melees, and what you can do and what you should do is hold on to your primary shot as long as possible, with the melee being your finishing blow. Players are still thinking that you can do some of the things in Destiny 2 that you can do in Destiny 1, and you simply can't do them anymore. In this game, even though that you have two weapons, your primary weapon that you choose is for dueling and your secondary is for an entirely different purpose. Now the secondary could be for some a hand cannon for that short to mid range, or it's a weapon used for cleaning up in close quarters combat. Now the secondary weapon that you choose should have good handling, and having good handling is key that I have found. Even the exotic Sunshot, the hand cannon, because you can whip that thing out very quickly. It has a very high handling stat for a cleanup. Just like in Destiny 1, there are prime positions and lanes for holding down on the maps. There are various corners and corners within the map. We all get into this same situation. There comes a time when you both know each other is right around the corner. This is where your loadout comes into play, if you're going to be ready for it or not. And that's why I think the submachine gun and sidearm is definitely for rushing in CQC. So you want to rush this guy with the SMG and beat him down. Rush this guy with the SMG. Beat him down. Rush this guy with the SMG. Beat him down. You need to have the SMG or sidearm as your secondary, guys. I'm telling you. In those close quarter situations, that's exactly what you want it for. And then we're going to play Meta Shield.
You captured Zone B.
Now, if these players that you're going against don't have anything out other than an SMG or a sidearm, then I've found that you can win the fight very easily. Now, since we don't have a shotgun to start off with, we are using these weapons the same way to rush and beat down, as you guys can see by the clip. I'm going into CQC using the SMG's massive fire rate to melt shields low enough and health low enough for the easy follow-up melee. And when you start getting in that close, your enemy wants to melee you, but the melees don't do enough damage to stop you. I hope you guys see how this is working. So when I'm going full steam ahead, and he has out, let's say, a pulse rifle or hand cannon, he has to land very deliberate shots on me, enough damage to get my health low enough for a melee cleanup. And when someone is coming at you with an SMG or sidearm, this is what they're doing. The best bet is to back up out of melee range and get them low enough for a beatdown. It's a weird type of engagement. But even when the game launches, I don't see this changing. The SMG can kill very quickly in close quarters, like a 10-meter max kill distance just using the gun. But I'm not trying to win duels with them. You can, but to bring out the true lethality of the SMG, I like to use them how we've talked about today for their true effectiveness. And I currently use a Pulse and SMG, or a hand cannon and SMG. The Pulse or hand cannon is for dueling, and the SMG is for rushing in CQC or cleanup. Now, I didn't talk about the sidearm too much, but the same rules apply. With these two weapons, I'm not trying to win duels with them in a straight up gunfight. You can, but that's not where I found their uses. I use them for rushing or cleaning up, and I think that this is going to become a big part of the game. You can outplay this, but if you move properly, it's very hard to. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think. I encourage you to try out the SMG or Sidearm, how we talked about today in this Destiny 2 beta. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am Coolguy.